Welcome back. A lot of experts are talking about stress, how to manage it, how to reduce it. So today, how to deal with stress and still have success and stand out. Dr. Brian Lima is a heart transplant surgeon and the best-selling author of Heart to Beat. Good morning to you, doctor. Good morning. It's such a pleasure to have you joining us. You're an award-winning cardiac surgeon and now USA Today and Wall Street Journal. You're a best-selling author. In these unprecedented times, I think everybody is feeling some source of stress, whether it's kids, adults, and I wonder how you suggest that we try to manage that, but also still be at our peak performance.
Sure. So as a cardiac surgeon, I literally deal with life and death issues day in, day out. So I owe it to my patients not to allow stress to interfere with my performance. Their life is depending on it. And the key that I found is to not get too caught up in the moment per se, but instead just to act instinctively like our own hearts do, and just strive forward and focus only on what I can control and do that to the very best of my ability. I refer to that urgency of purpose as living the heart way. And I truly believe it's a way of life, a philosophy that can enable anyone in any field to truly unleash their full potential, regardless of the circumstances, and also to lead fulfilling lives.
Tell us about the Heart Way. So this is an acronym that you're using?
It's an acronym, and it's also thinking of the heart figuratively. As far as the acronym, H would stand for hard work. Which is the start for any endeavor, is hard work. E is for being energetic, being entrepreneurial. A is for being aligned with your moral compass, with your purpose. R is being resolute or relentless in what you're doing. And T is thoughtfulness. Always being mindful of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and being thankful for everything that you have. So in much the same way, it all came to me from doing heart transplant, in essence, because whenever I do a heart transplant and I feel that newly implanted heart just take off out of the gates instinctually, it reminds me of just how tremendously powerful that source of inspiration is, and that exists in each and every one of us. Just imagine for a moment if, just like our native hearts do, that instead of perseverating on our mistakes or dwelling on our setbacks, if we just kept plodding forward, moving forward, just like the heart instinctually beats, no matter the circumstances, there's really no telling how much more successful or resilient we all would be, and how much simpler life itself would become. And that's what the Heart Way is really all about.
I have to tell you, when I think about your job being a surgeon, I've always thought that it would take a lot of guts, for lack of a better word, to be a surgeon
Right.
and to do what you do on a daily basis. You're a successful surgeon. You're also the child of Cuban immigrants. And I wonder, where did you get your guts? How do you do what you do?
Well, it comes down to a crucial realization, and that is that no one is destined for success. Success is earned, not bestowed. And it's earned by those or anyone who's willing to put in all of their effort and to never get complacent. And as you've alluded to, I'm living proof of the idea that you don't have to necessarily be the smartest or most talented person in the room to get ahead. It basically boiled down to using what I call hard work as the ultimate talent. It really is the ultimate talent. It's the ultimate equalizer. There's nothing special about the people before you that accomplished whatever feat they accomplished. There was nothing special about the heart surgeons that came before me. No one is born a heart surgeon. You have to learn it like everything else. It comes with repetition and time. And so once you embrace that fact that nothing is beyond your grasp so long as you put in the time and the effort, that's when things really start to click and you start to believe in yourself and you think that no dream is too big to dream.
I like the idea of perseverance. I had a college advisor who told me once, you're never going to make it in this TV broadcasting business. I just don't think you'll stand out from the crowd. I wasn't the best in my class, but I am one of only 2 people still working in this industry. So I find what you're saying so interesting and valuable. And I also wonder, as we close, one of the things that you disagree with is that some people will say that being well-rounded is the key to success. Why is it that you disagree with that?
Well, it's simply because it's impossible to be all things to all people at all times. It's the so-called jack of all trades but master of none. Ask any elite athlete training for the Olympics or single parent juggling multiple jobs to keep their family afloat, and you'll get the same answer, and that is that it's really impossible to excel in all facets of life simultaneously. Personally speaking, there's absolutely no way I could have pulled off getting good grades at a top college or medical school, having a chiseled physique, starting a successful small business, or volunteering at the homeless shelter. I mean, I had to, by choice and necessarily, limit my scope of what I was doing and go all in on my goal, on my American dream. And so, in much the same way, it's really impossible to be master at several things at the same time. And so that's why I don't think being well-rounded is necessarily all that it's cracked up to be.
That's fascinating. It was so great talking to you. Fascinating information and important stuff, too. Thank you so much for your time, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Okay, so here is a website that you can check out to find out more about the Heart Way. Go to brianlimamd.com.